Hello, New York Giants fans, and welcome to your Giants News Roundup for Monday, May 16th. I'm Ed Valentine of Big Blue View. Wanted to take a couple minutes today to talk about rookie minicamp, which concluded over the weekend. Yours truly had a chance to be in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Friday and Saturday to watch the Giants practice both of those days. Both were really brief practices, a little bit more than an hour, shorts and t-shirts, obviously. Pair of 7-on-7 sessions, one each day, only 14 plays. Not a lot of competition on the field per se, mostly individual drills and things of that nature, as the Giants ended up signing two players to fill out their two tryout players to fill out their 90-man roster. But really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today quickly mostly is Kayvon Thibodeaux and his fit with the New York Giants and with the New York City and New Jersey media market. Just impressions of Thibodeaux over the weekend. This young man is obviously the biggest, most gregarious personality that the Giants have drafted since Odell Beckham Jr. in 2014. Biggest personality the Giants have had on the defensive side of the ball since Michael Strahan. And no, I'm not comparing him at this point on the field to Michael Strahan, although the Giants would obviously love that if that were to prove to be the case over the long haul. But this young man is obviously a huge personality. I don't know, you guys have probably seen the video online of Thibodeaux over the weekend, spreading his arms out wide and talking about how he savors every moment. I mean, this is New York City. He's with his arms out wide. He's looking at MetLife Stadium across the way, looking at the American Dream, shopping area, and all of that, and asked about Wink Martindale's defense turning edge rushers loose. Just this huge smile creased his face. I can't help but think when it comes to Kayvon Thibodeaux, about whom there were questions about his personality. Some folks questioned his motor, his effort from play to play. Honestly, in the film that I watched, I didn't see that kind of question, but I can't help but think when it comes to Kayvon Thibodeaux, that Kayvon Thibodeaux and New York is a perfect match. To me, this is a big personality. This is a guy who cares about his brand, as a lot of players of Thibodeaux's generation do, obviously. But this is a young man who we know has interests outside football. We know has interests long-term in setting himself up for a media career, after he's done playing, hopefully 10, 12, 15 years from now. But he's a very smart young guy. As I've said before, big personality. Can't help but think that New York City, the big market, will bring the best out of Kaybon Thibodeaux, simply because he knows what it can mean for him. I do think that the questions about how much he cares about football, at least the impression that you get, those appear to be overblown. I do believe that this young man cares about being great on the football field. I think he cares about being the best player he can be. He was asked over the weekend about the idea of whether or not a rookie can lead. And he said, he not necessarily verbally, but what he said, I thought I found very interesting. He said that what he wants to do is make sure that every day he's in early, out late, does things the right way, approaches his job as a professional. And he said, if people choose to follow that example, that is up to them. But he wants to make sure that what he does is is the right way, that he does everything possible, to be the best player that he can be. And I loved that attitude. I loved that answer. I think, as I said, I think that Kayvon Thibodeaux, we don't know what kind of a player he's going to be, but I just find, as I look at Thibodeaux, I find that Kayvon Thibodeaux in New York, Kayvon Thibodeaux and the Giants is really a good match. I think that the Giants, a team also that's lost double-digit games 5 years in a row, might really benefit from this big personality, from this guy who's more than just a player. The Giants have drafted some dour people over the years in the first round, guys like Eli Apple, guys like Eric Flowers. They had, even when they drafted Saquon Barkley, great player, looked at as the face of the franchise, but he's not a big, gregarious, make you laugh, always, not act like he's not act, but always seem to be, embracing the stage, embracing the whole atmosphere kind of thing. Barkley's a little quieter, a little bit more, if he talks to the media, it's because he has to, not because he wants to, not because he's enjoying it. Thibodeaux seems to enjoy it. Talked the other day about how all of a sudden people think he's a nice guy, whereas, before the draft, there were questions about his personality. So, we'll see how it all works out, but I just feel like New York City and the environment around the Giants, just the big market, the excitement of the area, could really bring the best out of Kayvon Thibodeaux. So we'll obviously follow that as we go. It's obviously a honeymoon period for everyone at this point, since we haven't seen anything really on the field. But for me at this point, initial impressions, very optimistic that Kayvon Thibodeaux and the Giants will be a really good long-term match. Just a couple of other quick thoughts. OTAs start this week for the Giants. They start today, as a matter of fact, with rookies and veterans, mixing in together for the first time. That'll be interesting. Media access this week on Thursday. Yours truly is planning to be in East Rutherford for that. So please, keep an eye here for some details from that. And as always, just a reminder to subscribe to our channel if you like what you hear. Check us out on all of our other platforms as well: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check out our website at bigblueview.com. Thank you, as always, for listening, Giants fans, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.